Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning to our daily live stream about Cloud ERP under Process Map. Today is Friday, the last day of the week, 5th live stream. And yeah, it's been fun so far. So greetings to all our followers and listeners on YouTube and also on LinkedIn Live. And I need not to forget also to greet our followers on Instagram, because we have also an Instagram account. There is only possible to upload the stream afterwards, so there is no live streaming functionality in Instagram. There is one, but then it's only limited. But also our followers on Instagram are getting these streams on a daily basis. So yeah, maybe you were not aware that we even have an Instagram account. Let me show it to you quickly. So there we go. This is our Instagram account. If there are some more like fun postings, So I mentioned yesterday that we are going on road trips around the world to explore the world, and there we meet people and have experiences, even adventures, and a good time. And then also there are some interviews shared. We call them business insights, about business by design, cloud ERP, process intelligence. So there are short clips from all over the world which we explore. You might want to have fun. So as you see, we were in Madeira. Actually, we saw some dolphins. We were in Tanzania, Serengeti. I met this Gepard, as we say in German, cheetah in English. So you may have recognized my cheetah that I have here. So, you can safely assume that I really love that animal, but that is for another story. So. And also, it's interesting to see. So I was in a spice farm in Zanzibar, and there I had to manage the challenge to guess the right spices, So try them and then guess what it is. So that got a lot of views, 8,500 views. So if you have fun, check it out. Now you know we also are on Instagram. Okay. So, what do we have today? Our topic. User experience in SAP S/4HANA Cloud, unleashing the power of comprehensive cloud ERP. I changed the title a little bit slightly, because yesterday it was about the power of comprehensive S/4HANA Cloud ERP, but I thought, okay, maybe it's a too big topic. Let us first focus on user experience, because that is how in every day you experience that solution, and to get an impression about it. So join us on Menti, because we want to do this as an interactive experience. We have done this in the past days as well. We are doing a poll at the end, and also you have the possibility to submit a question on each of the slides, actually, if you want. Then we can address them at the end. Yesterday we did also a poll, and that was what is our knowledge about different processes in S/4HANA Cloud, or at least process areas in general. So, and most of us know most about service processes. Maybe it's also, if we look into professional services, included into that. And second was about selling. Third was about supplying. So I think this is one of the core functions of a company. And buying was fourth. Maybe we got a little bit confused. What is the difference between supplying and buying? So in that taxonomy, supplying means material requirements planning and so on, and buying means purchasing. But yeah, it is sometimes hard to distinguish. And then it's about making, production, finance. I was a little bit surprised that it's only on the sixth rank, because finance is needed always and everywhere. And people, as I said, were also needed always and everywhere. But that's what we do not know so much about in this poll. Yeah? And then we have maintaining, which is asset maintenance, and designing, which is maybe one of the topics for German mid-market companies, designing. Yeah, so this was our poll from yesterday, just for your, if you are interested. Okay, now let us dive into the topic. It's S/4HANA Cloud, the most comprehensive integrated cloud ERP. So we have this different core processes that, as I said, or as we said yesterday, the beating heart of a company. Obviously, the beating heart of a company is not the system S/4HANA Cloud, but the people and the products they develop and sell and procure and so on and so on. So that is the beating heart of a company, and the management and the founder maybe who drives the company, or the CEO, to better results, better achieving more progress, and developing new business fields and so on. So that obviously is the beating heart of a company. But all this, obviously, or most of it, in the end needs to get organized in a meaningful way, and to have that organized in a meaningful way, obviously you need something, a system which documents your operative processes, and where you can manage and maintain all of these information, so that you have a basis for communication with each other. In the end, if you think about it, such an ERP system, such a cloud ERP system, or any ERP system, is a means of communication. It is a means of communication between the people who are doing the valuable work of the company. So there's sales, for example, communicating to all the others that there is a customer order, or first of all communicating to the customer and convincing them of the product or to buy, and then documenting the order to all of the rest of the company so that they can deliver. And maybe manufacturing, so that they get informed and they can inform everybody else in the company what they plan to manufacture, and to communicate to those who do the manufacturing, which are the shop floor personnel and the managers on the shop floor, and even sometimes they are machines that need to be communicated to, so that they also produce what is needed, what is required. And communicating back to sales, in which, then there is a manufacturing plan, there is stock, and they know what they can promise to the customer. So this is the topic of ATP, available to promise, and so on. And obviously also procurement, because all this creates demand for raw materials, or even if you are in the professional services area, demand for professional services, as for example service agents or contingent workers, as you say, you want to buy to master a certain project. So that is also communication, means of communication. How much do we need to procure, and what time do we need to procure, and even to optimize this, because you don't want to have too much on stock, otherwise you are wasting your money, and in times of high interest rates it's better to use the cash flow to maybe pay back some debt, and even do not have too much of this stock, because otherwise you will have not too little, also not too little of the stock, because then if some unexpected supply chain problems occur, as we had many in the past, then you maybe run out of stock and you have to pay high prices, and even in the worst case you can't produce, and which then also is not what you want. So this is why the supply chain management area is so important. And also obviously everything needs to be financed, so you have to communicate from finance to the rest of the company how much financial resources are available, how much budget is available, how much cash flow is available, and vice versa. Maybe other departments have to communicate to finance what they need and what they plan to buy, and what sales income, cash flow, ingoing cash flow is to be expected. So each department is communicating with each other using S/4HANA or S/4HANA Cloud, for example, S/4HANA Cloud, or another means. Another means, maybe another ERP system, an older ERP system, a legacy ERP system, or even in the mid-market, sometimes or oftentimes there isn't even an ERP system. But anyways, these people and departments are communicating with each other. So the question is, how effective do they do this? And that is why we have this S/4HANA Cloud as a means of doing that, and also optimizing this communication. And this optimization can be done in a process way, if you want to say analytical way, and even sometimes mathematical way. And we will talk about that certainly in much details in many future sessions. But it's also a day-to-day optimization, or and this is done mainly through the user interface. User experience, that is how you experience such a solution day to day. And there are small things and big things that can improve the productivity of each and every individual, and also of the company. So let us not make this a theory, let us make some examples. And I must say, so this is, for example, now a screenshot from a production manager, and he has this if he logs on. Actually, this is in night mode, so that's why it's dark. It was late in the night already. And what you have here are some tiles, and here you can navigate quickly to your Fiori apps, as we say, or we could even say work centers, but these are the apps in which you can do your daily work, and here are some recent activities. So you have a very good overview, a quick jumping into each of these. So I must say, when I first saw it, I really liked that. So I wouldn't now explain every details, but you see it is like a modern interface. You can have quick navigations. Here you have some menu-like thing. You can choose, but this is no surprise. And also you have these insights already on your screen. So there are some tiles with reports, or some what do we have, profit margin, customer return, incoming sales orders. So you have this overview. This is, as we said, communication. The whole company is communicating to you what they have. So, and from that user interface, when I, as I said, logged into S/4HANA and tried and worked with it, I really liked it. And I'm not easy to convince, because I have a very good competitor, which is SAP Business by Design, which is also very usable user interface. So it is no comparison, I should say, with all those old SAP transactions, yeah, this dinosaur SAP transactions. You don't believe I worked with them 30 years ago even, and they are still around. I cannot believe this. Why? Why? Yeah, I don't know. If you can use such a modernized and intriguing user interface. So, and I found some principles in these user interfaces, which I mentioned. I don't even know if they are official SAP principles, but it is simplified navigation. You find quicker what you need. So this is obviously a productivity booster, and everybody is happy if they could be more productive, make less effort to reach the same goal, and even go and enjoy life. Yeah. So also these dashboards. Yeah. So you have this configurable dashboards. You can put on this dashboard what you need. Yeah. You have a certain selection out of these tiles, and you arrange them so that you can, if you log on each morning, you can see what you need or you want to see. Yeah. Here in this case, it's a service management overview, for example, or let us have a sales overview in this example, where you have incoming sales orders, incomplete sales documents, profit margin, back order items, customer returns, overdue sales orders, blocked sales orders. Yeah, and there you get a quick overview each morning. You know what's going on, and you can change that, rearrange that, add some new to it, and if you want, you can drill down. So I come to that drill down part maybe in another session, but this is to be one of the other principles of the UI design. It is, okay, there's another report of key figures, for example, just to give you an impression. It's personalized dashboards. Yeah? Personalized dashboards make you more productive because you can pull on the dashboard what you need. Yeah. Okay, another one. So here is a map, for example. Yeah? It's about compliance information for products. Yeah? This map shows you safety data sheets which are available in which country. So you need that to manage your compliance and which products you can sell in which country. Yeah? And I like it that it is a map, because then it is a role specific user experience. You don't have a list of countries in a table, but you can see it in a graphical way. So it is more intuitive and more role specific, for example. Yeah. Also, this is a specific application optimized to reconciliate intelligent goods and invoice receipt accounts. Sometimes it's a challenging task for financial operations, and maybe I'll ask Alexander, our financial consultant, or Sonia, how difficult this can be sometimes, and how many windows or how many browser tabs they need to open to do this. But here we have everything we need on one place. So it is optimized for the task at hand. Yeah. And also I liked especially this. It's a view of in a supply chain available to promise. Yeah. It is about a metal sheet, and to see how much of these are available in promising for the order. Yeah. And there's this graphical view, and it shows the dependencies. So many is in planned in, as we say, German contingent. I need to look that up, what it is in English. Maybe a bucket, planning bucket. And this can be consumed to promise. And here there's even more to be in production planning and so on. And then you can see what are your supply. Yeah? What is your supply and how is the supply packed to the demand? I really like that view because it explains in a graphical way how demand and supply matches. Yeah? It increases productivity because people better understand things if they are many people. Many people better understand things if they are in a graphical way. Other people understand things better if they are in such a way here, like an accounting type of. Yeah, so you have here the demand and the supply and how they match up. So I won't dive into detail here, but the only thing I want to that we remember, it's intuitive and role-based design. This is what we find also in SAP S/4HANA. And I could make the same session about SAP Business by Design. There are some similarities and there are some differences. So for example, in SAP Business by Design, we have this intuitive and role-based design, especially, for example, for the project planning. And I would say in SAP Business by Design, even this one is better, the project planning is better, intuitive and role-based, than in S/4HANA Cloud, in my opinion. I'm only sharing my perspective and my opinion. Everybody else can have a different opinion. You're welcome. You are not required to have the same opinion like me. But that is what my opinion is. But with ATP, as we have seen, so this is better, obviously much better in S/4HANA Cloud. Okay, intuitive and role-based design, and maybe at another day we'll do a similar session about SAP Business by Design. Let's see. Okay, also we have this mobile experience. So the Fiori user interface has been designed for also to have the same or similar experience in the browser and also in mobile, because here you have the same, or you have these tiles that you can also use. Personally, I must admit I have not yet had the possibility to touch these mobile applications on S/4HANA. So we only I've done this in the browser, but at least it looks promising, doesn't it? So consistency across devices. That's what I just said. Consistency if it is on the browser or in mobile. Also, what I especially like is this way of situation handling. This is something specific for S/4HANA Cloud. You don't find this in that way in SAP Business by Design. So Business by Design has a business task management, yes, and you can manage some workflows there. That is true, and there are certain automatic methods of discovering situations. So what is a situation? Situation is information about a certain condition in business that has been occurred, and it is more productive to inform the receiver of that situation. So that can be anything, some unwanted or even wanted. In this case, contract is ready as source of supply. This is important to know, because you might want to have assign your purchase requisition to that contract instead of wasting money by maybe maverick spend. And you get informed in that bell here if such a situation occurs, and if you are a relevant receiver which can be configured. And this is the thing that is especially in S/4HANA Cloud. You can configure these. Even create some new rules depending on how you want to optimize your processes. So this is the most simplest way to optimize your processes. Just thinking about what situations do we have in our processes and how do we resolve them, who should be informed about them so that he or she can take action soon and quick. Always this quick action is always also important, because if you have a delay in one, then you have a delay in the next, and the next is delayed again and again, and this delay add up. So it is good to know early and to act early. This is what I like. So we have this collaboration and also insights using this situation handling. Yeah. And it's even one step further. You're just not informed about the situation. You get a suggestion what to do. For example, if you now pull up this purchase requisition item, yeah, then you can also see this situation message here. Contract is ready, a source of supply. And you can have a suggested action, which is assign contract. So this is the related contract. It's even suggested that you assign this contract. You can even look here and you can assign it directly by just one button click as a source of supply. Isn't that fantastic? So I like this. This is obvious that this improves productivity, suggested actions. Yeah, and there are even some plans about improving that with AI. So, but let's see what SAP delivers on that. But even without AI, this is a good, very good and useful method of improving productivity. So what I also like is in list views, we have this progress view. You can see here, for example, a managed production order, different production operations, how far they are, if they are completed, not completed, and what is the progress in a list view. I like that. Here's another way of how much stock is available, yeah, in different products, for example, and especially like this one. Yeah, so this is about projects and which stage they have, stage flow. How far is this stage of this project? Is it still in planning? Is it already released? Is it already processing? Is it already billing and so on? Yeah, you have this in a view. I like it. I like it. It's a good idea. Helpful. So you have progress charts in lists. Okay, so this was my first impressions about the user experience as I perceive it, my opinion on it for S/4HANA Cloud. Maybe let us have a poll. Yeah? And if you don't have joined us at Menti already, so what is your opinion? How much productivity gain do you think you get with each user experience concept? Yeah? So we have seen intuitive and role-based design. We have seen consistency across devices. We have seen simplified navigation. We have seen, okay, no, we have not seen context-sensitive menus. I think this is an error. We don't ignore context-sensitive menus. It shouldn't be there. So, and personalized dashboards, collaborations and insights, suggested actions and progress charts in lists. So you have 100 points that you can distribute across these concepts. And let's see what your opinion is. So first results are coming in. It's not easy to think about how do I distribute, but you don't want to waste any points, right? Consistency across devices, yeah, simplified navigation 10. I'm also figuring out my opinion on that. Okay, maybe 15. Okay, now I have 0 points left. Yeah, so let me do a countdown. 30 seconds. Yeah, so interesting to see. Yeah. If we have the same or different opinions. Okay, so yeah, thank you for that. So the winner is collaboration and insights. Yeah, I can completely understand that. That is, and suggested actions. Yeah, so that I think this is, if we understand such an ERP system, not as a technical thing in the first place, but as we said, as a means of communication, of effective communication with each other, then and still it's very helpful if there are some technologies that relieve us from searching through the haystack and find spot on what we need to focus on, because that is very important. An intuitive and role-based design, yeah, so that you have what you need on your desk or on your screen, and not on your screen what you don't need, yeah, so that you can stay focused. Focus is very important. Also, yeah, that was personalized dashboard, and intuitive and role-based design is, yeah, okay, it's a similar, yeah. You can focus on your work because you better understand what are the daily challenges of your work. Then simplified navigation, so that you can find what you want, need. Progress charts in this, yeah, I like that, but maybe that is not the biggest productivity booster. Maybe I praised it too much, but I especially like it. Consistency across devices, yeah, even if you are mobile, yeah, you want to work also, but maybe you're not too often mobile. So, and context sensitive menus, actually this shouldn't be there. I don't have it. I don't even know if S/4HANA has this, but yeah. Okay, thank you. Interesting. So let's see if there are some questions. You have the chance, or had the chance, to answer some, or to ask some questions. So let me give you 30 seconds for that. So from now on, in each of these live streams, you can ask questions on each slide. Yeah. And then at the end, we have a small review. If there are questions, then yes, then we try to answer, or even if I don't know the answer, I will tell you. But there is no need to have questions, so feel relaxed. You can. Okay, so thank you. That's it for this week, and we will continue next week with Monday morning, increase margin with built-in best practices in S/4HANA Cloud. So it's about what profit can a company have through that. So we have a discussion. Not many companies are investing into optimizing their processes the way they could do. Yeah, this is what people say to me. Yeah, Frank, they don't invest into process optimization. Yeah, and I say, yeah. So that is your chance, because then you can be very easily in a pole position compared to your competition if you invest in process optimization. It's easy for you to get ahead and leave the others, which are well in their comfort zone, behind. So there are companies doing that, and also companies increasing their margin so that they obliterate their competition. Yeah. So that is your chance now. And maybe if everybody is doing it, then it's you need to be make sure you don't left behind. But now is your chance to get ahead. Yeah. And we will have a look at this, how we can increase our margin with built-in best practices in S/4HANA Cloud next week, Monday. So welcome to join again. So let me finally do the webcam and say goodbye. Have a good last working day this week and a good weekend. And I enjoy this live stream with you together, and thank you for participating. See you. Bye.